Are you having trouble with your Promaster not putting out any heat? Watch this video to see how we fixed my buddies with no parts and no tools. So the first area we're going to start is at the heater core hoses themselves. If you notice at the top of the van here going into the firewall, there's two hoses. One goes in and one goes out. And from what I understand, the Promaster heater core is heated all the time. All the temperature is dependent on which way the blend door is facing. And also on here, there's a little bleeder. So if you're ever filling your coolant up, you can bleed it right here to get all the air out of the system. You'll also notice that my coolant level is kind of right between the max and min, but if you see your Promaster having the coolant level a little bit down here, from what I understand, that's pretty normal. I've seen other Promasters like that, including my buddies. His always sits about a 1/4 inch down, and so does mine. You'll top it off, but it usually settles right about there and stays there the whole time. So the first thing you want to check is to make sure that you have hot hoses going in and out of the cab. So on my buddy's van, both of those hoses were hot going in and out of the firewall. So from there, we started looking in the cab, and that's where our problem ended up being. This angle here is looking up underneath the steering column from the gas pedal up. You're going to see a white arm start to move back and forth, and that's what's changing the temperature in your van from hot to cold. This is done by moving that temperature control knob back and forth from hot to cold. I would recommend having the van off with the key on and your blower motor turned off as well, because if it's working properly, you can actually hear that servo motor going back and forth from hot to cold. In my buddy's case, when we turned it from hot to cold, nothing was happening with this arm. It wasn't moving. So just like any good saying goes, if it doesn't work, hit it with a hammer. We did that kind of lightly though. We took a screwdriver, the backside of it, and we tapped on that module, and we also wiggled the wires connected to it, and it started working great. So down is all the way cold and up is all the way hot. If yours is not moving, you could maybe potentially try to move that arm manually by hand. Keep in mind though that this potentially could damage that actuator that controls the hot and cold, the motor itself. Not totally sure on that one, so do that one at your own risk. In our case, we just tapped on it with a screwdriver and it worked great. I hope this video helped you out. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. The whole reason this channel got started was I was looking for videos on how to fix my Promaster and I just couldn't find them. So if this interests you, if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hopefully you're tuned in for the next one.